You can stay in peace knowing that because you're honoring God, He's arranging the good breaks. He's lining up the right people. He's scheduling the healing, the turnaround. You don't have to find it, it's going to find you. Don't spend your life chasing the blessing. Chase God and the blessings will chase you. But I wonder, how many of us are trying to do God's job? We're striving. It's easy to worry about the future. How can I accomplish my dreams? And what if I don't get that good break? Or what if my health goes down? Or I don't meet the right person? It creates all this pressure where we have to make things happen. We live striving and straining, trying to force this door to open and make this person like us, turn this problem around. When Jesus was talking to people like this in Matthew chapter 6, they were very worried about their food, their clothing, how they were going to make it. He said to them in verse 33, don't worry about those things. Your heavenly Father knows all that you need. He was saying, God has already planned your future. He knows what it's going to take to get you to your destiny. You're not doing life on your own. It's not just up to you. The Most High God is ordering your steps. And Jesus gave us the key in verse 33. He said, seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. He was saying, in effect, you don't have to spend your life seeking the blessing, seeking provision, seeking approval, seeking the right people. That's going to lead to frustration. There's a better way to live. If you'll seek God, then the blessings will seek you. There's a reversal. When you keep God first place, that takes the pressure off. Now it's not up to you to make it all happen. That's God's responsibility. He will add all these things. But if we don't understand this, it brings stress, tension. Think, man, I got to get this promotion, and I got to win over this coworker. I got to fix this problem. And sure, we have to use our gifts, be determined, take steps of faith. But you don't have to live with that pressure. You can stay in peace knowing that because you're honoring God, He's arranging the good breaks. He's lining up the right people. He's scheduling the healing, the turnaround. You don't have to find it, it's going to find you. Don't spend your life chasing the blessing. Chase God and the blessings will chase you. But I wonder, how many of us are trying to do God's job? We're striving, straining, manipulating. Well, take the pressure off. Let God be God. He knows what's best for you. He's already written every day of your life in His book. He knows what you need, who you need, when you need it, and how to get it to you. He'll open doors that you could never open. He'll bring people you never imagined. He'll put you in rooms where you weren't qualified. Opportunity, resources, influences, far beyond what you had in mind. God's dream for your life is much bigger than your own. Where He's taken you, you could never accomplish by yourself. Just your own efforts, your talent, your hard work. That's all good, but God is going to add things that exceed your expectations. He was a teenager out in the shepherd's fields, taking care of his father's sheep. He was the youngest of 8 brothers, and he got stuck with the leftover job. Out there in the desert, lonely, boring, no future to speak of. And David had big dreams. He could sense the greatness that God put in him, but he was at a disadvantage. Some of his brothers were in the military. They had prestigious positions. Well, David could have slacked off and taken the easy way out. And I don't care about these sheep. Big deal if we lose a few. Nobody's going to know. Well, David was a person of excellence. He did the right thing when no one was watching. He cared for those sheep night and day, made sure they had food and water. He'd fight off wild animals, killed a lion and a bear with his bare hands just to protect the sheep. And all that time that David was going the extra mile, doing the right thing when it was hard, being his best when he wasn't getting any credit. He wasn't just being a good son, a good employee. He was honoring God. That was a time of testing, a time of proving. And people may not be watching, but God is watching. Maybe nobody is telling you thank you. You're not getting the credit you deserve, but you keep doing the right thing. And you keep showing up on time, doing more than you have to. People may not see it, but God sees it. He's the one that matters. He's keeping the records. You're not just being faithful, you're seeking God. You're doing things His way. That's what puts you in position for Him to add all these things. Promotion doesn't come from people, it comes from the Lord. David kept a good attitude in a difficult situation. He didn't complain, get bitter. Out in the fields is where he wrote some of the Psalms. When he got up in the morning, he could have thought, oh man, another day with these stinking sheep. I'm so tired of feeding them, cleaning up their ways. Why don't my brothers have to help me? He had plenty of reasons to complain and live sour. But David made the decision he was going to do things God's way. Maybe that's where he wrote Psalm 118. This is the day the Lord has made. I'm going to rejoice and be glad in it. Perhaps he wrote Psalm 5 out there. Early in the morning, you will hear my song of praise. Maybe it was Psalm 63. Oh God, you are my God, and earnestly I seek after you. He had this attitude of praise, thanksgiving, right out in the desert, when it was lonely, unfair, when he didn't see a way out, but he's still full of praise. He's still caring for the sheep with excellence. He's still being faithful and consistent. Well, David thought that the shepherd's fields were his destiny. In the natural, there wasn't any way out. But when you seek God, blessings start seeking you. God will add things that you couldn't add. He'll speak to people to be good to you that you've never met. God told the prophet Samuel, travel to the city of Bethlehem, to the house of a man named Jesse, for I've chosen one of his sons to be the next king of Israel. Here David is out in the fields, just minding his own business, another ordinary day, being faithful, serving with excellence, doing more than what was required. But as he was seeking God, what he couldn't see was Samuel was seeking him. Something was headed his way that would change the course of his life. Many of you are like David. You go the extra mile. You take care of your family with kindness and compassion. Even when you're tired, you still shine. At work, you give it your best. You serve at church, in your community, always being a blessing. It may seem like you're stuck, reached limits, no way to go higher, but God has some blessings seeking you right now. Things you can't see. You couldn't plan. There was no sign of it, but your Samuel is about to show up. Healing is pursuing you. The right person, the door opening, the breakthrough in your business. You couldn't find it. It's going to find you. Something better. As you're doing things God's way, his favor is going to find you. Samuel showed up at Jesse's house, David's father, and asked to see the sons. And Jesse brought 7 of them out. Samuel looked at them, studied. No, it's not any of these. Can imagine he's a little confused. Thought, did I come to the right house? Did I hear God wrong? Jesse spoke up, said, I do have one more son, but he's the youngest. He's small. He doesn't have any experience. I'm sure it's not him. People may discount you and try to make you feel like you're not enough. You're not tall enough, talented enough, attractive enough, funny enough. The good news is you're not dependent on what people think about you. They don't determine your destiny. They may push you down, but God knows how to lift you up. They may overlook you, but God knows how to make you be seen. He'll promote you in front of the people that are trying to discredit you. He'll prepare a table in the presence of your enemies. Now quit worrying about who's not for you and who looks down on you and why won't they give me any credit? No, your time is coming. Samuel is on the way. You keep pursuing God, doing things his way, and the blessings will chase you down. What you couldn't make happen will come to you. You didn't have to strain, manipulate, force. It's going to fall into your hands. See, David wasn't out in the fields coming up with a campaign strategy, how he could get elected. He didn't go to different villages passing out flyers, holding town halls, making a case how he'd be a great king. He didn't go after the throne. He went after God. Faithfulness and excellence, integrity, praising, and the throne came to him. You don't have to make it all happen. God said all these things he will add. What God is about to add is something you didn't see coming. You didn't work for it. You didn't earn it. You didn't have the experience. It's the goodness of God thrusting you into your purpose. Credit, but you keep being your best. God sees that. He'll compensate you. And God knows how to pay you like no one else. He'll pay you with joy and wisdom, good health, great relationships. But sometimes we're on the wrong payrolls. We're working for the wrong boss. Maybe we're self-employed, working for ourselves. I got to strive. I got to strain. I got to work this thing out. The problem is we don't pay well. You'll barely get minimum wage out of that. Or we're letting our circumstances be the boss. Frustrated by what's not changing, upset with the neighbor, trying to set them straight. That doesn't pay well. Maybe we're letting our feelings dictate our mood, people's approval, what they said. Well, Joel, they left me out. They said I'm too small. I got to prove them wrong. No, you need to change payrolls. You need to turn in your resignation. No more letting stress, fear, people's opinion, jealousy be your boss. Get on God's payroll. Start doing things His way, seeking first His kingdom. Have you seen at the first of the year, there's this list of the best companies to work for. Some have great benefits, beautiful facilities, retirement packages, extended vacation. That's all nice, but nobody can pay you like God can pay you. The best payroll you could ever be on is the Most High God. Not just material things, but how about paying you with peace, health, a sound mind? How about supernatural provision, protection, and favor? I have to remind myself of this because it's easy to get on someone else's payroll, striving, trying to make this happen. Wonder what it's going to be like in 10 years. How's this going to work out? What if that doesn't change? You can't control all that. Your future is in God's hands. You don't have to figure it all out. It's not up to you to get to your destiny, to open the right doors, to find the right people, to come up with the plan, the strategy. Your job is to keep God first place. Use your gifts and talents to honor Him. Then He promises He will add everything you need. You don't have to add it. He's responsible to open the doors and bring the right people, protect you. When you're on His payroll, you'll be well compensated. He'll take